Hi everyone, this is going to be a video for the sign of Virgo, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. I'm already kind of getting messages. By the way, I did already pre-shuffle all of the decks to kind of save some noise and, also I am open for personal readings. Please feel free to email me about that, and I look forward to talking to you then. So, for Virgo right now, really what I'm feeling is you guys could be missing someone, or like there's like a yearning for somebody, like somebody misses you, like there's somebody in your energy who maybe you haven't talked to in a long time, who misses you, or they're thinking about you heavily, so you might be picking up on their energy. I'm also getting something about finding like a way to help, or like finding a new purpose with something. So let's go ahead and start with these cards here. Okay, attraction, engagement, flirt, unrequited love. Let's put one more, playfulness. And at the bottom of the deck, you actually have express your love. You guys are definitely in a moment of solitude. You're reflecting on a connection that you had with somebody. There's a lot of attraction between you and another person. Something has the potential to reach another level, but there needs to be some type of a communication, because there's like a need to recapture something, a need to come back together with something, but there's some blockages that are kind of preventing it, and it might be like not wanting to acknowledge something or no communication, because the energy is here for something to go to the next level, for something to ascend to a higher level. But I feel like somebody has doubts about it, where one person feels very strongly, the other person has some doubts. I don't know where that's coming from, but there's some doubts. But the solution is to recapture a playfulness. There's like a need to recapture youthful energy. Somebody might be also reaching out to try and talk to you too, or you might be reaching out to somebody else to try and talk to them. There's also a need to live in the present moment by using attraction, like by enjoying the moment fully in your present day. Having the ability to find the little things that make you happy is going to make a big difference. You might be feeling very disoriented too. That's for sure. Interesting. So you have the woman holding a heart at the bottom of the deck. A lot of fours. A lot about foundation. That's been a trend for the earth signs right now. It's a lot about structure and foundation. You have a connection around you that has potential, possibilities. There's something that can develop. There are connections that can develop that you are surrounded by. It's either one connection that you're dealing with that has like a lot of opportunity, or you have multiple people around you who are giving you that connection in different ways, like family, friends, other relatives, siblings, whatever you name it. There's caring connections that are all around you, and there's adjacent possibilities with what can take place. But communication, especially with this fifth chakra card here, like this really talks to me about communication and being able to deliver a message clearly. But there's something that is being thought about, could be on the masculine end. But see, I feel like there's also like a feminine masculine split here, where there's something very intuitive that either the masculine is picking up on, like some type of insight comes from recapturing a youthful energy, and it helps whoever is in contemplation mode see it from a different perspective, to see the possibilities, to see things being able to develop and grow. But there needs to be communication involved in this. So you might be dealing with someone who's taking some time out to process or to think on their own, like they're just like kind of pulling back and withdrawing because they don't know how to deal with the connection, because you could have a very strong connection with somebody and it kind of, it's like they're not ready for it right now, but it's like they're taking that time to reflect. Because they do see the possibilities of it here. Like there could be numerous opportunities that are presented when these connections come through. But see, the Caring Connections card isn't always about one connection. It could be like numerous connections, like friends, business friends, like whatever you name it, relationships, the whole nine. It's having that connection there. Yeah, it's having that connection there. Somebody might be expressing love to you too, or like expressing their feelings to you too. Like there's somebody who is gathering their thoughts in order to express something to another person. Because they have insight on something, there's an awareness on something. And with the woman holding a card, oh my gosh. Let's try that again. Woman holding a heart. With that card being out, that tells me that there is a lot of emotion here that somebody's holding. Could be a feminine, could be a masculine, whatever the case is. Somebody has a lot of feelings that they want to express, but somebody is also kind of stuck in a thought loop of unrequited love. Like they're scared that something's not going to pan out the way that they want it to, or they're intimidated by something where the connection is so strong that they're like, it actually does kind of like, let me figure out how to word this. Like when you get presented with a connection that just like blows you away, sometimes there's like that fight or flight mode kicks in, and this person might have retracted because it's like, oh my god, this connection is like so intense, I don't know what to do with it, I don't know how to communicate, like I just have to like reflect for a minute. But you're reaching into new platforms and new goals and new opportunities that are actually going to be presented to you. The more that you communicate your truth, the more that you speak your truth, there's going to be more opportunities that present itself for you, because you release that blockage when you start communicating. And when you start seeing that insight, that intuition, that it's like a intuitive spark that's coming through, that's going to lead to communication. I hope that makes sense. Because I don't honestly, like, I have no idea if anything I just said made sense. Like, I'm in such a weird energy right now. And it's not weird, it's just very, like, euphoric. Like, there's a euphoria, or, like, I'm just up here. Definitely not grounded, so you guys might be feeling, like, a little bit disoriented. Or ungrounded, really. So, get outside and, like, put your feet on the ground or lay on the ground. Whatever you do to ground yourself, make sure you're doing that during this time so that you can stay grounded and, stay centered, you know. Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, Three of Wands, Eight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. There could be a feminine energy here who walked away from this Emperor energy. Somebody who might be a little bit older, or somebody who has a foundation already made, somebody who has a business, somebody who's an entrepreneur, somebody who's like a father-like figure, or a I almost just said position of power. Somebody who's like very like authoritative, but not in like, I don't know, this Emperor always kind of gives me like mixed feelings, because this person, it's a very strong personality. Like, this person's very strong. They have a foundation. Like, it's the Emperor. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do what they want when they want. Like, they take their time doing things. They establish things. But this person they went through a transformation. They are focused on somebody who is coming out as the Queen of Pentacles. Now, that could be the feminine energy here, because they want a new opportunity. They want to go towards something. But see, the Queen of Pentacles already took a new opportunity to get somewhere. They're already initiating a process of moving forward. So this feminine energy might have actually walked away from this Emperor and took a new opportunity because the ships came in. But there was a tough decision here because somebody had to walk away from something that wasn't emotionally fulfilling. It was unrequited. You have the Eight of Cups right over top of the unrequited love. So somebody felt like the connection wasn't fulfilling, so they chose to walk away and go after something new. They made that decision. Or the energy is here to make that decision because there's something that's not emotionally fulfilling. And the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who brings a lot of stability and goes after what she wants, like knows how to nurture, knows how to cultivate, knows how to stay grounded in situations. Like the Queen of Pentacles is a great energy to be in. This Queen of Pentacles is actually reaching for new opportunities and new adventures that are actually coming towards the feminine right now. Yeah, they're like the feminine's moving forward with something that's going to be of a higher purpose. And this Emperor might actually see, it's interesting because this Emperor is right over attraction with caring connections. So this person cares very deeply. They have a lot of emotion. They care very, very deeply. And it's like they're watching this Queen of Pentacles go after something. Because this feminine energy also sits right over the unrequited. So the feminine energy could have decided that something wasn't fulfilling and chose to go after something new that was stable, slow moving, progressive, moving towards something. Let's pull some more cards here. Yeah, okay. So 10 of Wands and the 5 of Swords right between the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. So there was a lot of back and forth energy going forward between two people, like very heavy burdens, like a lot of stress, a lot of argumentative energy, a lot of like back and forth, he said, she said, like your fault, my fault, like a lot of mental exhaustion here. So there could have been like a, disagreements, battle of like, two different opinions. These two people could have been the target of like outside people interfering. But see, there's healing that's coming through here with Temperance over the Fool. There's a new opportunity that's going to... Yeah, so somebody's going to get more options. Or somebody sees more options. Because you have the Seven of Cups and the adjacent possibilities here. And I think that's very interesting. Especially over the Three of Wands. So something's coming in that's going to maybe cause a little bit of confusion. Not knowing what to do. It could be on the feminine's end. Where it's like the feminine just chooses to move forward. Because something was just stressing them out. Like, you had a connection with somebody who was just very, like, overpowering. And, like, even though there was a lot of emotion involved with it, it was just your personalities just, like, weren't meshing. You know what I mean? Like, this person's, like, the Emperor. It's, like, they're very in their ways. Very stuck in their ways. Very, like, traditional. Could be a business owner, entrepreneur. Somebody a little bit older. Especially because it's the Emperor and the Queen. So there could be an age difference. But somebody's walking away from somebody because it was just too much of a burden, or like not like a burden in a bad way, but like it was just stress, a lot to carry. Like the Queen of Pentacles felt like it was a lot to carry in this relationship because there wasn't emotional fulfillment. So it was weighing the Queen of Pentacles down. So the Queen of Pentacles is making a decision moving forward because the Queen of Pentacles sees all the possibilities of something new to bring healing. But it's also going to bring a lot of options. Page of Swords. You could be getting a message from somebody. This could be somebody from your past who you walked away from a while ago. And this person just decides to come back around and like reach out to you. Yeah, Judgment. Three of Swords. High Priestess. Justice. Star at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So... this tells me that the Queen of Pentacles basically made a judgment call here. And it's coming back around for like the door to finally be closed on something, or for something to be resolved. There is the Three of Swords here right over Temperance, so a lot of healing needed to take place. Somebody was definitely being guided towards something new. There was just a different plan that was involved with something. Like there was a higher purpose for somebody coming together with another person, and then there's a higher purpose for what's happening now, and I really, really hope that that resonates. But Somebody had to walk away and make a decision because it wasn't emotionally fulfilling. The Eight of Cups always goes to the Ten of Cups. But see, what's interesting is you go from the Eight of Cups to the Seven of Cups. So it's like backwards. Where you thought you had something that had the potential to, you thought that you had something that had to, I can't even get this out. Hold on a second. You thought something had the potential to be very emotionally fulfilling, but it didn't necessarily work out in that way, so somebody made a decision to walk away. And because they chose to walk away and seek their Ten of Cups, there's a little bit of like loss and confusion here, where it's like, I don't know where to go now. But they're saying listen to your intuition because something's being balanced out. Where somebody's very slow moving, but there's something that could potentially come through, like a message. It's not going to be like a big message. It's going to be something small. But somebody could be like texting you or writing you. But somebody also, whether it's you or the person who you're connecting with, this Queen of Pentacles is going through a healing process right now. Ten of Cups. Yeah. It's going through a healing process of walking away from something that was very much, well, heavy, stressful, not emotionally fulfilling, into something that is very emotionally fulfilling. Queen of Swords, making the decision to eliminate what no longer serves. King of Pentacles, going after something stable, grounding a situation. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, or you're dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Because you have a lot of earth and air here. And water, don't get me wrong. You have a lot of water too. But the predominant energies that I'm feeling right now are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But somebody took some time to reflect, and it's like somebody like regressed. It's like somebody went from being the emperor to being the king to being a knight to being a page. And it's like maybe this person doesn't communicate very well, but it's like they have to learn how to communicate. Somebody needs to learn how to communicate. It's very slow moving, but it's very stable. It's very interesting. I'm like being very analytical about this, so you might be dealing with somebody who's analytical, or somebody who's just very like observant of like how other people are and not very emotional. But the feminine energy's here, and they're ready to make a decision to be like, okay, like I'm not going through this stuff again. Like, this is what I'm going after. I want my Ten of Cups. I want emotional contentment. I want to be happy emotionally. And by choosing to refocus that energy, the Queen of Pentacles actually gets justice. There's soul searching that needs to take place, though, in order for this to come through. Like, a lot of soul searching needs to take place. Like, here we have, yeah, see, look at that. Right on the bottom of the deck, you have the Star card, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Like, with the Four of Wands. Like, literally, like, with the Four of Wands, like, I can't... You're either in a relationship with somebody, or this is somebody coming towards you. And it's definitely somebody that you know. All of the earth sign reads are like this. I don't know if it's, like, just the energy right now, but it's somebody who could be from your past, who you know, who definitely could be a little bit older than you, definitely have something established in a foundation. This person has a lot of emotions, they care very deeply, but there's communication's an issue. So by the feminine energy choosing to move forward, to go after new opportunities, to take a leap of faith into something new, it forced a change to occur. It forced somebody to change the perspective, to change the way that they see something, to soul search, to go within to figure out what do they really care about. Like how, it's like this person is going within to see like, okay, like I see all these possibilities. Now how do I express myself? Like how do I start to put myself out there emotionally? Because again, with this woman holding a heart, like I can't help but like take note of that. It's like the feminine has a lot of emotion and is very grounded and is very secure in what she or he wants. Whoever's in feminine energy, they're very secure in what they want, very confident in that. And because they're so confident in what they want, this person is like, like oh my god, like oh shit. Like, the Emperor definitely admires the Queen of Pentacles. They admire them. They care very deeply. It's just they have some obstacles that they need to overcome when it comes to communication in order for this to come through. I do see it playing out that way, but it just might take some time. Because this person's very slow moving. They're very slow moving in this sense because they're coming in as the Knight of Pentacles to the Page of Swords, so their communication's off. But then here they come as the King of Pentacles, where it's like they want to ground something, they want to secure something. And you're meeting them with the Queen of Swords energy, or the person who you're dealing with is meeting you with the Queen of Swords energy. Because this Queen of Swords is defending this Ten of Cups. Like, I know what I want. Like, I'm not playing around. And that's the same energy as the Queen of Pentacles. You see what I'm saying? But you have a court couple here. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles present. So you're dealing with somebody who matches you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can match your energy. But you're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. And you know you're on the right side of this Ten of Cups because you're not going to settle for less. You move forward because you're like, I'm not getting what I want, what I seek. Like, I want emotional fulfillment. I don't want heartbreak. I don't want to feel backstabbed. I don't want to have an argument. I don't want something to be stressful. I want it to be harmonious. I want it to be synergy. And it's, again, with those options coming through, it's like this person might see that and they're like, oh shit, like, this person's a catch. There's a lot of competition out there. Like, somebody's, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a reality check. Really, it's a reality check. But the opportunities are going to present itself because there's numerous possibilities that can take place for this Queen of Pentacles. So if this person doesn't get their shit together, this Queen of Pentacles is going to have a bunch of different options that are going to ultimately lead to the Ten of Pentacles. So no matter what happens, it's like the Queen of Pentacles is gonna get what he or she wants. Because it's going to come through. It's karmic justice at this point, especially with judgment and justice in the same part. Like, there's something being balanced out in the process of this. But again, like I said, if this person doesn't get their shit together, then the Queen of Pentacles is going to be rewarded with a bunch of different options that can lead to the Ten of Pentacles. So in the end, if you're in that Queen of Pentacles energy, like, you're going to get wish fulfillment when it comes to emotional contentment. But there's a healing process that needs to also take place. But you're grounding something, and then you're stepping into something with authority. And you're taking control of the situation. And you're like, no, I know what I want, and what I want is this. And you're listening to your intuition, which is great. That's great. Let's pull a best advice. Yeah, wow. So you have the Hermit and then you have the Six of Swords. So that tells me to soul search and keep moving forward. Like, soul search on what it is that your soul wants. Like, obviously you have an idea because it's lit. The lantern is lit. So obviously there's some idea of what it is that you want because there's emotional contentment here. So, like, somebody's just got to make a choice to move forward and to keep moving forward regardless. Like, just take your shit and just keep going. Keep moving forward. Listen to what it is that your soul is telling you. Go after what it is that you want. Listen to your intuition. Like, the Hermit just doesn't, like... The Hermit energy is a very deep energy. It's a very... It's a very healing energy, too. Because the Hermit doesn't just, take time and reflect. Like, they soul search. Like, they really get to the bottom of, like, what is it that I want out of my life? Like, what direction am I going? What makes me happy? What do I need to eliminate out of my life or out of my circumstances that are keeping me from my success? Like, the Hermit goes to very deep levels in order to soul search and in order to find those answers. And I feel like something's going to be illuminated in that process, and there's a movement forward that is involved with it. So I really hope that makes sense, because I'm starting to kind of get, like, it's starting to just, like, shut down right now, because it's like, okay, like, that's enough. Like, But it's like somebody also experienced a lot of shit in their past that made them feel like they were consistently stabbed in the back. And it's like this person or somebody needs to also put that behind them and to come to peace with their past experiences and to find a way to channel those experiences into something positive when it comes to relationships, because it's not fair for us to hold things against people for something that somebody else did when it comes to love and romance. You know what I mean? Like, just because you had a relationship when you were younger that, you know, somebody really just didn't treat you right, like, there's a peace that needs to be found in that, so that when the next person comes and you come into union with that next person, you don't carry that with you. You see what I'm saying? So I really hope that that makes sense. And this could be for you, or it could be the person who you're connecting with. You see what I'm saying? Or it could be a family member, you know? It could be a friend, a family member, whatever the case may be. But I hope that these messages find you well, and I hope that they helped, and I look forward to connecting with everybody soon. So take care.